there, my name is Benjamin Pace, and this is the segment that I'm calling My Two Mites. And yes, I'm coming to you from the car studio today. It's not a set, I promise. You know that's where I was at today. I had to do some other things, wasn't able to be at home, but that's okay. We still got the Word of God; it'll still be good. But I want to just mention a certain verse to you here in Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 10. It says this: "He that loves silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loves abundance with increase." Now, there's a side of that we could talk about, that it's good to increase your vision and to come up higher and to continue to grow for your vision to increase. That's a good thing. But notice what he said in this verse: he that loves silver. I can tell you one thing that is never of God is loving money or loving silver or loving possessions. And what he's saying in this verse is that if you love money, you'll never be satisfied with money. Over in Proverbs 23, it talks about not toiling or laboring to be rich, because money grows wings and it flies away. It's like a bird, and it flies away. The thing we have to understand is that money comes in and money goes out. And it's not wrong to want to save money, to use some wisdom and have some storehouses and investments. Those things are just fine. But at the same time, you have to understand, if you're saving money, it's for a purpose. And at some point, you're going to have to spend it. And this is why Jesus told us not to focus our attention on laying up for ourselves treasures on earth, but to focus more of our attention on laying up for ourselves treasures in heaven. And also, we have to understand this: money has an assignment. And God meets our needs. He takes care of us. And the Bible even says he gives us richly all things to enjoy. And it's fine to have things in your life that have no other purpose except you enjoy them, if they don't hold a wrong place in your life, if you don't love them, if you're willing to turn loose of them anytime God asks you to. God doesn't want us to have a poverty mentality, but he does want us to have a priority mentality. When we understand that money has an assignment, then we don't grieve when it goes away. We don't grieve when our money is out on assignment. Whether it's paying bills that we need to pay, or whether it's giving where God tells us to give, whatever the case is, money has an assignment. And what we want to find out is, what is the assignment on the resources that God has given me? You don't want to waste it on paying for 8 subscriptions that you're not using. God is a God of overflow, but he's not a God of waste. But even with giving, you can still waste money with giving to the wrong things. This is why you want to seek the Lord and find out, Lord, what do you want me involved with? What do you want me giving to? And that's not always a 501c3 thing. It's not always a church. It will be at some point. You should be giving to your church at some point. You should be supporting the people that God has joined you to at some point. But the Lord could deal with you to pay somebody's rent at church. The Lord could deal with you to do something else for somebody. But if God directed you to do it, it's not a waste. What I'm telling you is that every resource that you have has an assignment. And it's important for us to find out what that assignment is and to not love it. And if we don't love it, we won't grieve when it grows wings and flies away.